Vivi, you always make it so weird.
No, that's why you need to just dunk me in and not give me a moment to be awkward.
Hey guys,
Hi.
welcome back to the 4th episode of
Crazy.
5-Star Takeaways with VVS.
Yay.
We're already here. Wow.
Disclaimer, I'm ready for bed.
Yeah, sorry, it's a bit late.
Sorry.
Guys, we this is coming out late too. It was supposed to come out earlier this week, but I've been really sick since we last spoke in our pod. And it's been really hard. Vivi's such a busy person. It's been really hard to
I gotta get that bag before Korea.
Yeah, you do. It's been really hard to schedule when we can film these things. So bear with us.
But here we are.
At 10 p.m. at night.
Yeah.
After Vivi's had a very long day. So we'll see how we go. Anyway.
This is a late night pod.
Late night.
All week. Yes. Speaking of P1 Harmony.
Guys, this is going to be our recap of our P1 Harmony.
We are officially post P1.
We've seen them with our own eyes.
It was so good.
God, it was so good.
Zero disappointments.
It was so good. But before, I don't know if we should do it before. I think maybe just do it before so we can get straight into P1. But we were just gonna start off with. I think we were talking about starting off with if we could be in a K-pop group.
Oh yeah.
So a little icebreaker, a little opening segment.
Babes, we've known each other for several years.
It's for our viewers.
Okay. Let me on the ice and. Was that an orange? You were juicing an orange?
The ice was cracking.
Oh.
It was breaking.
I think it's actually freezing over, babes. Did you?
The question is, if you could be in any K-pop group. Oh, no, we have two. If you could be in any K-pop group, which one would you want to be in? And also, which one do you think you're best suited to be in?
Well, I mean, right now we've got P1 Harmony brain rot, so like I'd want to be in P1 Harmony. Well, see, I'd want to be friends with P1 Harmony, but I wouldn't want to do all their choreography.
Oh, you're so right, actually. Like, imagine if you had to go do a 3-hour concert of like P1 songs.
We're not built for that.
I didn't even think about that.
The practicalities.
Yeah.
The practicalities. But also, I mean, it's the same for most groups, but like they're so busy.
P1's choreo, that is top tier. Like, you need stamina to do those songs.
And you know that clip where Theo's like, we haven't had any time to hang out like as friends because we're just go. So yeah, they're really busy.
Starting with it.
It's fine.
Okay, so
Anyway.
no, you're so right. I didn't think about that.
Do we both want to be in here?
Well, I would have, but not anymore. Realistically speaking, I do want to be best friends with Kiho. But in a group, no, that really hit me. I don't think I wouldn't be able to make it through one P1 Harmony song or that in a concert. I think I might have to go with my boys, NCT Dream. I think I can manage their songs. I think I could survive doing all their choreo for a concert.
And they don't have any like super sensual choreography that you'd be like.
Have you seen them in that box?
You know what? I did just think of that as you, but you don't have to do the.
That's true. They are the members that are outside. I mean, I can manage. Like, it's nothing crazy.
You don't want to be an OnlyOneOf?
No. You're so funny. No, I don't want to be an OnlyOneOf. No, and also obviously Dreamies. I just think we would get along like this, me and those boys. I know they don't think they've grown up with me, but I've grown up with them. So
yeah,
I think we will get along quite well, and it would be a fun time. So that's But for groups that I was well suited, we did kind of talk about it, and I did say
a little bit.
Maybe like pre 2022.
Okay, so like not shy.
Yeah, I didn't even say what it was, but yeah, I think
Not
I would have
shy
been
before.
ITZY. I think I was ITZY coded back then, but they've gone a bit. You know, like Untouchable and stuff. That's not Charisse.
Yeah, Untouchable is not Charisse coded. I would dare say that Cake could be Charisse coded.
You know what? I was so against Cake when it came out, but in the last like few months.
No, I literally messaged Amber like a month ago, being like, "Babes, I would say yes to a Cake cover."
What if we did it now?
I'm ready for that.
Before you go.
Just slot it in.
I love that song actually.
Bust it up, bust it up.
Mm-hmm. Okay, good to know.
Okay. Yeah, I think you could be. I think you could be Itzy.
Thanks. I think. I don't think I have any other.
How did you do that? Your like bottom lip like went side to side so seamlessly. I've never seen you do anything like that.
I never think that hard. Usually.
You are completing a law degree.
That's why the law people see me every day doing that move.
I'm doing an exam. I hear behind me. I'm like, Charisse must have reached the hard question.
I've never done that before.
Okay.
I'm gonna stick with it. See, I think.
Okay.
I can't think of anyone else. Who about you? What about
my
you?
first thought was ooh-ah. Because
Sorry.
Boom boom ba dum boom ba. They're a little bit zany, they're a little bit quirky.
Yeah, a bit quirky.
Personally not a pom-pom fan. Pom-pom. I just can't get behind the chorus. I'm so sorry. But every other title track, I was literally about to say except Purple. I never got behind Purple either. But
every other.
No, I've been there since Ooh-Ah by Ooh-Ah. I literally learned the debut song. Pika Pika. Oh my god, do you want a little fun little Nugu fact, okay?
Okay.
So Ooh-Ah, they had 6 members when they debuted. They had another member who left after the first comeback, but she was Gravity Serdim's, well, still is Gravity Serdim's cousin.
Wow.
How fun!
That's so fun.
I don't know why I decided to remember that.
Oh, that's interesting. I love talent in the K-pop industry.
But yeah, Danger is my jam. I love Danger, and I love Nana, and I love all the members. I think each one of them has their own vibe and their very particular look, but they still all they're really cohesive, kind of like Itzy, you know?
Oh yeah. Is Lucy the cool one?
Lucy is the rapper.
Is she cool?
Yes.
Well then, I like Lucy.
Okay.
Is she the one with like the blonde, like the TikTok hair a while back? Close to when they debuted. It was like blonde and black. I can't remember if it was like half or something.
I think maybe she had like a blonde strip. I don't remember.
I just know that was a cool one because she did TikTok trends and I was like, oh, she's cool. But she obviously looked like 16 at the time. But she was pretty cool. I don't really know many songs besides that one.
Purple?
I'm a bad girl. Oh, Purple.
Bad
but
girl.
I've never listened to that. I've just
Girl.
seen Purple on TikTok.
They've got Roller Coaster. Roller Coaster. They've got And I Miss You.
I've heard that one actually.
Bass. It's really good.
Okay.
That was their debut.
Oh, didn't know that. I thought their debut was Ooh-Ah by Ooh-Ah.
That is their debut.
Oh, so bass is in the name of the song. It was just the
no, that's
part
how
of
it
the
starts.
song. Okay.
It's the first lyric, you could say.
Clarifying. What about Billy?
Oh my god, they're also a bit quirky, aren't they?
I feel like I would say you're more Billy than...
Really? Is that Billy coded?
Yeah, kind
of. Oh my god. I don't know. See, it's difficult because I love Suyeon so much. Like Sean. Because I was a Girls Planet girly. Suyeon was my girl the whole time. I love her so much. I was so happy when she joined Billy. I was so happy. And then when she finally did Ring Ring with I cried. I did cry because I was so happy.
I think you deserve to be in Billy.
But I feel, thank you. I feel like I'm too emotionally connected to them.
That's why.
To see myself.
You'll fit in
not
seamlessly.
like I'm too much of a fan. I can't. The Delulu's not kicking in enough in a weird way, you know.
Okay. I guess it's better not to be delusional.
I think objectively, I could. Ooh, I would love to flip a coin. I would love to flip a coin.
I'm calling it Billy for you.
Thank you.
Also, have you ever read those fan fictions?
No.
That's why I hesitated at it.
Actually, I have read not K-pop. I've never read I don't think I've ever. That's so boring of me. I read like One Direction Five Source fanfics back in the day.
So you can't even say anything though, because that's somehow worse.
I guess that put me off. Like I just.
The thing is, like I could enjoy a good fan fiction to this day, but it has to be like good. So like I'm just saying, I'm not 100% put off fan fictions, but it's not my day-to-day reading as it used to be when I was 14. But again, this is 14-year-old fan fictions that I like. 14-year-old me reading these fan fictions. But have you seen? Them. I was not the imagined again. Have you ever heard of the ones where it's like you're the first girl member of NCT, like, and obviously one of the members falls in love with you.
Just
but
one?
It's like yeah.
Just one?
We're loyal in the fan fiction community. Actually, I don't really think they are. No, but I used to eat that stuff up because obviously the manager will be like, "Oh, hey Jen, can you show her around? Introduce her to the other members." And then one day you're in the practice room alone because you have to catch up to.
Yeah, you got to do all the positions.
You have to catch
again.
up to the choreo, and obviously you're such a hard worker, so you stay after to keep on going
Really
through
impressive.
rehearsing.
Yeah.
And guess who comes back? Because they're like, "Wow, she's really working late." Hey Jen comes back. Anyway, I used to kind of eat those up when I was 14, but that's what I feel right now when I'm like, oh, if I join NCT, it reminds me of those fan fiction. But also, like, they were so weird because why are you like just randomly like this 2-year-old group? The managers or the higher ups are like, let's add a girl.
they did it with Red Velvet. Well, but you know that was the same.
They were still maybe one song so far. Anyway, just interesting, just a little fun.
Yeah.
fun
Well,
little
see, that ruins the immersion for me because it's not realistic.
Yeah.
Have some decorum, please. If I'm gonna fall in love with Mark Lee, Johnny, if Johnny's gonna fall in love with me, make it realistic, please.
Well, at the time, felt realistic. 14-year-old me. Hey, that.
Oh. Which is actually funny because I only read fantasy books. But they have to be believable fantasy.
Hey, that's fair enough. I'm not saying it's good literature, but
top class, absolute. Yeah.
Anyway, but yes. So that's who we would join. Now let's get down to business.
Let's get down to business. A to the feet. Ooh, the hands. Woo. Yeah, let's debrief. So much. Literally, where do we?
Is this from the very beginning of the trip?
The very beginning of the trip. You know what? I feel like I'm gonna put this out there. I think you can be the bestest of friends. You can be the best, but you can be two peas in a pod. But you're not necessarily good travel buddies.
Okay.
You can't necessarily travel together.
Yeah, I learned that lesson.
And not on this trip though, right?
Oh no, that was shit.
I know, just making sure we all know. Just making sure we all know what's going on here. Yeah.
It's not.
I think we travelled quite well together.
I think so too. Guys, we realized on this trip that we both have the worst sense of direction.
You would not believe.
I thought you were better. I
No.
really thought I was going into this with
No.
someone with a bit more set, and then I was like realizing this as the time went by. I was like, hold on a minute.
We did literally go in circles. It was a bit.
Guys, it was so. But I think what was lovely is that we never got mad at each other.
It was funny.
We never got mad at each
Fun.
other, and that's what was great because there was. I'm not even joking, guys. The one time we went to breakfast at a cafe, it was at this place where two roads connected like that, right?
A fork,
Yeah.
if you will.
Is that what a fork? Anyway, two streets coming like that. The cafe was at the end of the tip, right? So we finished eating. We came out and we were going up this one street. We were like, oh, looking at the Google Maps, like, where's the bus stop? Followed it. Do you know where we ended up? We had walked up the street, across that street, back down to the bus stop, and then we go. That is the cafe that we literally just walked out of.
Yeah, but it's funny.
It was, all we could do was laugh in that situation.
Like, damn.
So yeah, but I think no complaints. That's actually very good though, because you know people say like there are those TikTok memes like people the trip makes it out of the group chat, but then
The
like
group chat doesn't make it out of the trip.
yeah she made it out.
Yay.
I don't think we had any problems.
I don't think we had any problems.
Look at us go.
Crazy
First time
times.
traveling together too.
Crazy times.
But yes, we had when we left Perth, we had a really early morning flight, which was a bit.
It was a personal regret of mine. But once we got there,
yeah,
it was all go.
it was good because we had the day because we landed at like 2 or something like that. I can't remember. So we dropped off our luggage and I don't even know what we did that day.
I feel like we did so much, but I can't remember. No, that's right. We got lost. We were like, no, because you came and you were like, well, we'll just go to the city. You know, like, because as Perth people, there's the city and then there's the suburb. But Sydney's really big. And Sharice was like, we'll just go to the city. And I was like, do you know what that is? And she was like, sort of tiptoeing around the answer because it was like, no. So, but forgive us, okay? We get out at Central because we assume...
Because who doesn't put their city at Central Station? Why? Anyway.
It was fine. Actually, we went out and we said, no, this doesn't look like anything.
We were like, where are the shops? Where was the fun time?
And so I don't even know where we ended up. We were sort of in the CBD.
It was like the business part of it. Like it was like giving lots of
retail.
People in like suits on their lunch breaks. That was what it was giving, and we were like, this is not where we were trying to go. But the thing is, I've been to the city in Sydney before, and like I knew what it was. I knew the place that I needed to get to, but I didn't know where that place was. So then we were like, just walk, surely we'll find it. And guys, people who don't know Perth has like 2 streets and that's considered the city. So we were like,
just walk until you find something you know.
We were like, surely it'll be right there.
It was not right there.
And the worst thing was, because as we said, we had that early morning flight. Like it left here at 6 a.m. And then it was like so late in the afternoon at this point when we got to the city, we hadn't eaten anything that we were like also, you know, when you just walk
were like wandering in a daze.
I was gonna say that's probably
food.
That is probably the only situation that if it had gone on much longer, maybe we would have had an argument because we were both so hungry and we were lost. But we found like a little cafe. We were like, let's just get something in.
Please.
But I had a nice little, what did I have? Like a bacon, the cheese, bacon, egg toasty.
That was so good.
And I got an ice drink, although it was so cold and my fingers were freezing off. And then we were like refreshed after, and we were like, let's find this city.
Renewed. Yeah.
And
did
then
we find it?
We did a lot of walking before we found it. No, we did, because remember we went into. Remember we were walking. We were like, we reached all the plots with the stores, and we were walking. We were like, that place looks too cool for us.
Yes.
And then we went, and it was cheap. When did they make cheap look so cool? It literally looked like the equivalent. It looked scarier than Culture Kings. Like,
because they had that music blasting.
it was blasting, and like the outside, there was no signs, but it was just like dark clothes. Like, all the people coming in and out looked like swaggy as.
Yeah, they were decked out.
But it was so funny. As soon as we went in, like, I saw a little sign, and it was the bird, the cheap symbol, and I was like singing. My stress levels went down. Actually, it was still quite stressful in there just because it was so many people and it was like so loud. But like, I felt more like I belonged. I was like, oh yeah, cheap.
No, you mentioning how you were stressed remind me because you were stressed because we had to find flowers.
Guys, okay, but so this is so.
We got to basically, long story short, we got to the flower place. We found it after, because it was like inside a building, so we were lost for several minutes. We found it.
No, because Google Maps doesn't let you know when things are inside, but I have so many complaints. It doesn't let you know when things are inside buildings. So we're on this street. First of all, the mall, the shopping center that has things doesn't even look like a shopping center. So like, you don't know. Office. Yeah, you don't know that you can go in there. So I'm like walking, and Vivi's following me. It was like, oh, you sure this is the place? And I'm like, yeah, it says it's right there. And then we walk right there, and it's like, where's the place? And then suddenly I look down, and it's showing like across the street, and I'm like, and then after a while we realized that it was in the place, which is why I'm saying this is so good, because we went through all of this and we weren't mad at each other once, because it was just, all you could do is laugh. But yes,
this whole time Charisse was talking about, like, there was this one clothes shop that I really liked it. Let me show you, let me guide you to this clothes shop, Vivi. We get the flowers, we go, we do something else, and then Charisse's like, no, I swear this place has moved, like, it's not where I thought it was. And so we finally put it into Google Maps. It's like half an hour and walking, and we end up in the same mall that we got the flowers from. And Charisse was like, I can't walk past the florist again, like, I can't, like, it's too embarrassing.
It was embarrassing, guys. It was like, because we clearly left. They were like at the entrance, so they saw us like walk towards the exit, and then like half an hour later we're sauntering back through.
Don't mind us.
I do have to say, the place was KCDC. Jason, Alex, Lucy, Amber, back me up on this. We went to that Korean place, the Korean style store, where I got my jumper that says the stupid "worthy" or whatever, comfy jumper, but it's called Tom's Project. It was on that main street with all of the shops. Still don't know what street it is. Charisse. Because we went back that street, and I was like, it should be right here. It was near. I can't remember, but I was like, it should be right here. And then I couldn't find. We walked up and down that street like 3 times because I was like, it's on this street. And then I googled it, and so they've moved. How was I supposed to know that they were now in this shopping center? And Vivi was like, of course they moved. They did. Someone tell Vivi, please. I believe it.
It's so funny.
Anyway, this is about P1.
Yes.
Although, Vivi, I don't know if you want to just mention that on the second day, you did see OnlyOneOf.
I did go to OnlyOneOf. I mean, see, the thing is, like, of course I want to talk about it, but Charisse did not attend, unfortunately. Oh my god! You don't even want to pretend. I'm so sad.
God.
One day.
Vivi had an extra ticket and was like, you can come with me if you want. And I was scared that I would feel FOMO by not going. But then I didn't.
Alisala went instead. And she had such a good time, and I was so happy. And the dream happened. She started listening to Junji's solo song. She's a Junji girly. I was like, yes, excellent. Gotta spread the word.
See, I think also that's why it's really good that Alisala went, because I wouldn't have given you that same response, and I think it would have been a lot more underwhelming for you, so at least Alisala pulled through. And Vivi got little Polaroids with Herman, so that was really nice. I did enjoy seeing that.
I still can't fathom that you can just take pictures with them.
I do have to say, like, that's really good. If I don't know what I'd do if I got a Polaroid with any man that I love. Cute. Intact. I don't even want to.
Yeah.
Intact would eat up a Polaroid with like a fan.
What? Yeah, he would.
He's already eating it by himself. Imagine if I was next to him.
We killing it. Anyway, OnlyOneOf was really fun. Obviously, I have seen them before, but it was just great to see them again. It was really nice, and it was their first ever concert in Australia. They'd never been before. So they did the kangaroo. They did
That's really
the Aussie. The crowd did bark. That was a surprise for me. And you know, they did it after one of the songs. I was like, yeah, okay. back it up. And then they did it after like every song. I was like, oh, this is who we are.
You gotta give them something to remember you by.
I feel like there was barking at P1, but I think it was just like the one time.
Hysterical.
There was barking at least once at P1 because I was like, please
That's
no, I can't have this again.
Should not be barking at. Jungsup is still 16 in my head. I can't believe he's nearly 20 or 20 already. I don't know, but he's an adult. That's crazy. I was gonna say can't be barking at these minors.
Will always fit in my pocket. Thank you.
Love that little boy. Anyway, but yes, that was quite nice. Then P1 day. Oh, the night before, because I'm not one of those people. I'm not one of those people, but I do have if people come to your country like to perform, it would not be the worst thing in the world if I were to stumble upon them while they're walking in the city. That's all I think. I'm not someone who would go out of their way and be like, oh my gosh, let's go look for them. But I might go out and just like, you know, like maybe usually on a Saturday I would stay home, but if I knew they were in the country that Saturday, I'm just gonna go to the shops. Just in case it happens that you stumble upon them, you know? Because then it's like meant to be. So we were out, and I was like, oh, wouldn't it be so funny if we were to stumble upon P1? And the thing is, we were all over the city the day before. Like, Alisala had us walking. I was getting my steps up with the girl's this tall. Her legs were moving.
No, it's actually so funny. We were like stumbling around the place, like, oh, where are we? We meet up with Alyssa. She's like, right, guys, let's go. We're going this way, like, this way. Oh, you want to go here? Okay, let's go. Roll out.
We've never been that. That was the most like efficient we had been for the whole trip. Like we were getting places, we were getting it done, we were going. Like it didn't take us half an hour to find each place, which was insane. But after all the space that we covered at the concert, P1's like, oh, we were in the new town. Why would you be in new town?
Whoop whoop. May as well have been whoop whoop.
Exactly. You know that you have a concert tomorrow. You know that your friends are like
no, keep it together.
I'm sure they went there to just get it. Like they didn't want to meet fans.
Yeah.
Actually, I saw. I don't know if it was Melbourne or Sydney, but I saw that Kehoe. It was like literally last night. He sent out in his. I think it's the bubble for them. It's called From.
Oh yeah.
Which I was really close to signing up for Kehoe, but I said no. Should we still pay more money for another man? But I've been getting, you know, like there's a Twitter account that will post after when they post it. And someone said that Kehoe messaged that he went out to eat alone in Australia. And he like just went to a random restaurant and he sat down. He was like talking to the people around him. Like he said he got food recommendations from the person next to him, and they were talking about how he moved to Korea when he was 17 and stuff. And I was like,
how does it feel to live my dream?
And I was like,
the fact we're not best friends with Kehoe.
I know. Oh my gosh. But then I think everyone thinks this. Everyone has this exact same feeling that they would be the Kyo's best friend.
Yes.
And Kyo does not care about who we are.
No, literally, he goes around the world being like, put up your hands if you're my BFF, and thousands of people. Oh dear. A little bit painful. It's okay. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Just live carefree.
Anyway, I wouldn't think about it. That being said, we did not see P1. But actually what we saw, we went to these shops, and in the like outside of it there was someone playing, was it a guitar?
I think no, it was the violin.
A violin. It was so loud, but also I don't know what it was. It sounded so nice. It's not like violins don't, but the vibe of it.
It was good.
And it was like, was it like 10 at night or something like that? Maybe like 9. So it was like dark, and they just had lights on over the place. And he was playing the guitar, and he was playing Theo's solo song.
It was such a gorgeous moment.
Yes, because the song itself is already just kind of bittersweet, slow, and then it's just the violin. I would never fall in love again. And you're walking in this place. It's a bit chilly at night, and you're like, oh, it really made me feel like main character for a bit.
I was so excited for P1.
We were so excited. I was like, this is Theo's song. It was just really nice. That really was nice. And then after that, Vivi and I did 2 hours of karaoke.
We did karaoke. I Did Forever by Baby Monster.
Whoa.
Because I had to rep my, like, it's one of the best songs of the year. It's gonna be in my top 10. Like, it is. I'm just telling you that now. I'm calling it. I'm locking it in.
Okay.
Anyway, we did I Didn't Give a Caesar Babe. Did we? Or the other one?
What is that?
The Ariana Grande. Which one did we do? We did a bit of Grande.
Was it Into You?
No.
Oh, it's the first one. I love the way you make me feel. I love it.
Yeah. That was nice.
Banger.
Wait, the first song we did was Fire Truck though, wasn't it? And we were like, we are out of our depth. We
do have to say, because we were like, oh, P1 surely, because Alisala was there, and then we couldn't find P1 in the system, so we thought it wasn't there. So then we were having our moments with some English songs and Fire Truck. And Alisala,
Beauty and a Beat.
What?
We did Beauty and a Beat.
Oh, we did. That one was so good.
That was so
it was
fun.
very humbling though, because we stood up and I was like near the door. I don't know if you remember, but there was like a little window in the door.
Yeah, like,
and then we were like, and I like turned to the side, and I didn't realize it was a window, and there was literally someone in the hallway, and we made eye contact, and I was like, turned back around, like my senses coming back to me.
Karaoke is a private. It's a
it
private
is.
event,
You don't need anyone. But that Justin
Bieber.
You know, I'm gonna hit it with the
ether.
I think so. Buns anyway. Out. Gotta keep my eye out for
Slender. And then we did
the Beast. We were doing
did the Just Dance.
We were doing the Just Dance.
I was so happy when you started doing it because I was like, yes, she knows it too.
The Beauty and the Beat Just Dance version was.
Get it up on YouTube and have a go.
Good stuff.
It's fun.
It's good. But Alisala ended up leaving, and then right after Alisala left, we found P1.
Classic.
But guys, the adrenaline put on killing it.
The paparazzi. We paparazzi hounded me.
Paparazzi hound me.
That was a good one.
Thank you. Mavu King 2005. I need to learn the rest of that. 6-piece stylish.
My vision,
ambition. Reason is me. God.
It was really good. It was really good.
It was really fun. But yes, we quite enjoyed the Sydney like nightlife. I don't think I could do that every weekend. Like if my friends said, let's go out to city like every Saturday, I would say,
you would say no.
There was so many people. But it was really cool to have so many things open so late at night. And like the things that you could do, like even just the karaoke, one of the ones that we went to was literally like you like put in $10 and you can get 3 songs. Like, and it was huge. There were so many so many booths to do it in.
Perth could never.
And we had this mix you. Is that what it's called?
Oh, me shue.
Oh. You did not need to.
Sorry.
Live on the pod. We'll record it on the pod.
I mean, I might have said it wrong too.
I didn't realize that it was not English.
You didn't realize it wasn't English?
I thought, I didn't realize it was meant to be read some other way. I mean, it was a Chinese establishment because of the drinks.
Hence the spelling. Yeah.
Anyway.
Hopefully, I miss it. I miss like a phantom limb.
They had like bubble tea and they had like ice cream that you could get pearls as like the topping, like soft serve ice cream, and I got like these chocolate crumb sprinklings and then pearls, and it was like $4.
Yeah,
it was
large
so
bubble tea with toppings $5 with real bits of peach in it.
Open till like 11 p.m.
Could never. It was so good.
It was really good. So do miss that. We also, the night before P1, I don't know why it got stuck in I don't know where it came from, but for some reason the topic of British drill came up.
That was so funny. Was that before P1?
Yeah, it was the night before. It was the day before when we were at Alisala.
Oh, yeah.
Because remember, was it because, I can't remember why it came up, but I'm pretty sure I was like, this is my most favorite P1 video, and then I showed you guys.
Take a look at these diamonds.
And then it just got stuck in my head. And we were walking around all day, and I was like, I just put 9 gallons in a sprinter.
No, I'll be like 100 eaters, and then I'll hear behind me, "Go in the sprinter," and I'm like, yeah.
Alyssa was like, guys, stop it, please.
We were like her millennial parents who just so embarrassing. Just, guys,
she
stop.
really. And then we were like, we must do this. So, are we?
You want to recreate
it
with the mic?
For the pod today.
Okay,
One time only.
Okay, I'm really excited. Oh, I started off.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't think I know all the words.
F it. I'm rich. Let's do it. Take a look at these.
Oh, I forgot already. Take a look at these diamonds.
Da, 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 da.
I can't remember the Take a look. Wait, can you start? Wait, can I just remember it first? Take a look at
can
these
you?
diamonds.
Really good. So glad you had this idea.
No, can't just stare. We've been through thick and
thin. She already
that. I
thick.
think he does that. Okay, let's go again. I think I got it.
Okay. F it, I'm rich. Let's do it.
Take a look at these diamonds.
Can't help but stare.
We've been through thick and thin. She already thick, so I'm halfway there. Brown and fat. In my mind, I was halfway there.
Yeah.
100 meters. I just put 9 gallons.
100 I'm so embarrassed right now, Charisse. Why did you make us do this? Please, I'm ready for bed. They don't fit one SUV. That's the best bit.
They don't fit no SUV. I missed it when you did it because I was confident.
SOS. Somebody rescue me. I got too many. 2 weeks.
Alright.
Now send that address through, please. Jeez. What?
100 eaters.
The thing is, they won't fit. They try. You go 1 in, 2 in, 3 in. I don't think they're gonna fit in one SUV.
It's 9 of them. It's too much.
Pack it up, boys. Get another 1 in. Pack it up. Oh. See, because I embarrass Charisse in public. Okay, I don't think I'm embarrassing, but side it was diabolical there. But you've decided to embarrass me on a public platform.
Guys, I just put 9 gallon of Sprinter.
What do you want me to? What do you expect? I just 9 gallon of Sprinter.
Guys, that video is the pinnacle of my career. I love that video so much.
We had so much fun.
It was because I watched Kehoe in that, first of all, because
we've been through
thick
and thin.
She already.
There's one take. I'm so sad it's deleted. But Sharice really popped off with the head on the, like a little bobblehead.
It was
she
funny.
Already thick.
It was funny because I did it and I got like 2 more lines into the song. Like I literally was like, she already thinks I'm halfway there. Ha ha. Brown or fat. And then I literally could not. And I was like, look at you. And you were at the side, like holding back your laughter already. Oh, it was so bad. We spent so long on that video. We ended up filming it in, what do you call it, half speed because...
And Joanne clocked it immediately. I don't know how
so
her
funny.
Gen Alpha, Gen Z brain was like, that's hard.
I thought we hit that quite well. I thought it looked like we did it full speed. Sent it in the chat. Joanne, is that half speed?
And what about it? What about it?
Huh, Joanne? Huh, Jojo?
Love you. Anyway.
Us so far into this video, we haven't even touched on P1 yet.
Yeah.
Anyway, that whole thing.
I told you, we just
Guys, I didn't realize we were doing a full trip, but montage first. That's okay. Guys, I want to say though, because that video should have blown up. Keo should have been mentioning it at the concert. It should have done numbers that night, and it's so good, and we spent so much effort on it.
Mm-hmm.
But that's okay. She already thinks.
So we're halfway there?
Exactly.
I love that. You just do it in a certain... Something about... Yeah.
You have to have the full... Like, your body's... guys, watch it. Your body's still front on your head. You should be feeling your neck stretching. And then you hit the...
Oh, you got to get that jawline in.
Yeah.
I no longer laugh. I just... Sorry. Anyway, we need to keep going.
So P1 Harmony.
Oh yes. Oh my god.
First of all, the first thing that we did was the group picture. we didn't even talk about
we
that.
waited. Do you want to do the waiting? We waited for 8 hours.
The thing is, guys, it felt, not that I'm encouraging camping outside, because I think it's the worst thing that K-pop fans have ever
we weren't
invented.
camping.
Not camping, but like waiting all day.
I have never done that before.
I'm not someone who supports it, you know?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I understand now. Like, I understand in it. But I'm like, why as a society do we have to do it? That's what I don't. If they gave us queue numbers when you got your tickets, I actually would 100% prefer that, so you don't have to line up. 100%. But that being said, we were there and we lined up from 8 a.m. till, was it 5? When they started sorting things. And it actually did not feel
It was
that
suspiciously
long.
quick. Like, it was crazy.
Yeah,
like,
that day passed. Like, it felt genuinely, if you said that was 4 hours to me, I would have believed you.
I brought my DS's.
You did.
I was not like the other girl.
Vivi demolished me at every single game we played on the DS.
That's not true, no.
I think I won 1 out of maybe the 25 games that we played.
Well, I've still got that muscle memory from when I was 10.
I've never played the game before, so that's fair.
Yeah.
But we played a little TS, and we had this good place where we had a little backrest compared to everyone else who was just, so we were kind of leaning in, we took turns. I can't remember what I did. We ate food.
I watched Bob's Burgers for the first time.
I made her watch an episode of Bob's Burgers. Love Bob's Burgers. I'm a Bob's Burgers girl. That was fun.
It was fine.
I've never seen that. It was the first episode of all of it, and maybe I just never, because I was watching that with you. Like, I've never seen this in my life, and I've watched Bob's Burgers 3 times all over.
Apparently.
And I've never seen that. Interesting. But We had to go. We pre-ordered merch. I got the light stick, and Vivi got a bandana and some trading cards.
I did.
We pre-ordered it, but it wasn't at the venue, so they were like, "You have to go to this place." It was like a 15-minute walk from, the way we were queuing, which I guess is not bad in the long run, but like, why is what I don't understand. Should just have it at the merch place. But because it was just the two of us in line, we had to take turns every time we left, so I had to go walk. Luckily they let me collect Vivi's own. But I went and got the merch, and then I came back, and then Vivi went and got us lunch, and then came back, so we had a little bit of time to stretch our legs.
I know.
Sorry. I can't remember what else. I genuinely can't remember what else we did because it passed so quickly.
Yeah, it was really... Maybe we fell asleep and didn't realize. I don't think we did, but like, for real. Like, 8 hours? Are you kidding?
It was really fast.
And like, we weren't in the sun. We were in the shade.
Oh, it was freezing.
Hard concrete.
Yeah, like it was like, given the conditions, you'd think we'd really, like, we were there, like, someone actually gave us like free heat
Oh my
packs,
god, yeah,
which was really nice.
Piece was so nice.
Because we were just in this
So
like
many freebies.
tunnel kind of way, so like there was no sun, and it was like concentrating the wind, so we were just like freezing on this hard floor. But yes, good experience overall for what it was. But then the first thing we had to do when we went in, first of all, when they got the line in, we started going into the building, and then they stopped like literally 4 people before us, and then they just had like this like half an hour long delay.
My teeth were chattering.
It was so cold because at that point we had changed into our concert outfits, which obviously was not the most amount of clothes. Vivi was jacketless, and we were just like freezing to death. And they just didn't tell us what was going on, and Alisala and everyone was already inside the warm venue, and we were like, couldn't be on. We were messaging Alisala like, what are you guys doing in
Have
there?
you seen them yet?
But the first thing that we went in to do was the pictures. It was like five to a row, 2 rows, and then P1 standing in the back. But it was so fast. Like, we were like, oh, like at that point we didn't even realize that was what we were going into because it was moving so quickly. So we were like, that can't be it. But then we realized why it was it, because when you get in, they're trying to get you in and out.
It's efficient. Yeah.
But we remember the people. Like, literally the second you walk in and you're like, oh my gosh, that's P1 Harmony. Like, Vivi was the first one. They're like, come this way. Like,
yeah, like, I started to perceive them, and then I was like, oh, wait, I need to go to,
they're like
sit
ushering
down.
you this way. So then we came and we sat down. The pictures are so funny. I'm going to insert it. I will if I remember.
God.
But Vivi and I just did not. It was so stressful, guys. We sat down and we're like panicking. I at that point already forgot P1 Harmony was in the room. I felt like I was in school taking a picture. No one did like a pose, so I didn't even know what we were doing. So Vivi and I both sitting there like if we're in our year 8 school pictures.
Our minds connected.
It was so funny because we didn't plan it. It was just us being like, this is so stressful, and we went. It's really funny. And like looking back, we saw Alisala, and everyone in the room is like, and we're at least our face cards were on point.
They did not decline.
So crazy. I've never said the word face card in my life. But and then as soon as we got up, this was so funny. I'm gonna bring this up on the pod. There's 2 points to this.
Okay.
One, in that we had long forgotten P1 was in the room because of how stressful it is. So we didn't even turn around to do like a bye. The lady's like, you can go now, and we're like, oh yeah, like turn around. Did not even turn. Like it was like literally the week after that I was like, oh my gosh, after that picture I did not remember P1 was in the room, which is really sad because we had him so up close. Anyway. This is the second thing on this point. We get up. So we're walking into this room, right? So we're going in the group of 10. So the people who were in front of us went in first, and they were in the back row. And then Vivi and I were the start of the front row. So we went into the front. So technically, when we stood up to leave, Vivi was at the front. This is how you easily skip 5 people, which, I don't recommend. But we were in this opportunity where the next place we're going is to the place to see if we get barricade, right? After we waited 8 hours, and you're about to go into the venue. We stand up, they're like, oh, you can go ahead, and Vivi's like, oh, and I'm like, Vivi, go! Like, I'm like behind her. And then Vivi starts walking, because at this point, I'm like, we're in front of these people.
She's a sprinter.
Vivi, I've never seen Vivi walk that slow in my life.
And the guy, I don't know what came over me.
The guy who was ushering, he goes like, you can walk fast, you just don't have to, like, you just don't run. Like, he's like, why are you not moving? He's like, you can literally walk faster than...
I'm chilling.
I am behind Vivi like, oh, thank you.
Pushing me along. You die.
I was like fighting people behind me to stay in front. You are like, oh, thank you. Thanks, ushers, for letting...
It was so funny. Sorry.
It was when we got into our spot that I turned to her and I was like, what was that?
And I was like, what?
I was like, this is so serious. It was really funny though, because I was in the moment. I'm like walking, I'm like, and I didn't want to say like, hurry up because we're going to beat the people. So I'm like, Vivi, let's
Didn't get the hint, really.
That's okay. We ended up getting this. We went in at the side, but then we realized that there was a better spot.
Well, listen, this was a very precarious moment, okay, because we just got in and we needed to get good spots because we already had a good spot. But can you imagine if we try and end up in a worse spot, and then the whole concert would have been like, we could have been right there, we could have been in Jing's face. But so Charisse was like, I'm gonna scope it out the middle, like front and center,
like the stage and then the extended stage and then there. Us. So and I was like, Vivi, just put your foot in my space, make yourself big to hold the spot. And it was really good because of that picture that they had before. People were coming in like 10 people clumps, so there was a bit of a delay after us. So I ran around and then I was like, hold on, in front of the stage is half back. So I'm across the Vivi like, Vivi, come here, before people get the idea. And it wasn't that bad. We had a bit of a squish to get into basically the second row.
Yeah,
at the front.
Second row, like.
And yeah, it was pretty good. Happy with that spot.
I feel like, honestly, I'm way more chuffed with this spot than... I'm like, that's the best spot. Like, apart from, like, first row, obviously, but, like, geographically, that was the best.
That was so good. Because after, I was like, if we stayed... Not to get on, but if I had to watch On My Mama from where we were, I would not have been happy. This was actually the most ideal situation for On My Mama, guys.
The spot. Yeah. Our spot was so good.
It was really good.
They were right there.
They were right there.
Bro, I could see their paws. Respectfully.
No, you know what's I found really interesting is that I could hear them singing, and like, because we were so close, like it was, you know, like you can hear them through the mic, but you can hear them. And I was like Theo, he was singing, like he's in these high notes and like you can hear him sing, and I was like, wow. And one thing I said, like, from P1 is that all of their choreography, their main title track choreography, are like death. Like the dances, they're gonna put you through a ringer, all of them. And they were like doing these songs back to back, and then after, like, sure, they're sweating, it was hot, but they're done. They finished that, and then they're like, hey Sydney, like,
yeah, they're not like, hey Sydney.
Yeah. And then to know that, like, I can hear them singing and stuff, so they actually, like, they're putting in their all.
I'm so impressed.
Yeah, I was genuinely
so impressed.
I came out of that concert being like, I need to exercise more. I need to start running, jumping rope, something to get my stamina up, because I can barely do. You should see me when people come to watch our covers on the weekends. Like, we'll finish. It'll be like some easy girl group, and I'm at the side like, thanks for watching. Like, I need a 5-minute recovery time period before I can talk to anyone after doing one song. These people are doing multiple of their banging title tracks.
It's like people say, well, it's their job, and they are damn good at their job. They are so good. So impressive. So impressive. Like, every single one of them singing live. And before I forget, I also want to say that I was very impressed with Seoul, because, you know, I feel like everyone went, like, they weren't marking or anything, but they couldn't, that you can't go 100% all the time. Yeah. But Seoul, I feel like he made a concerted effort. I always noticed that he was like he gave the whole time.
100%.
And because I feel like he's, you know, he doesn't get that many lines. He doesn't have that many lines. And it would be so easy for him to...
Clock out.
Yeah, to not. But he was so present and so focused, and he gave the whole time, and I really respect that. Like, he was performing.
He was. I think
he really cared about what he was doing.
Pyramid, because there's this one part, I think it's like the post-chorus of Pyramid, but Soul comes forward.
Yeah.
And I was like,
I'm on top.
And the dance for that, he's like at the center of like this triangle. I just genuinely remember being like, he is killing it. Like, I remember being like, I want to go and watch the video, like the choreography video after this, because he was eating it up. He said, he ate that up. I just was like, he's such a good dancer in that moment. And I feel like he usually gets his all his dancing like praise for like his solo freestyle kind of stuff, but that was just him doing choreo like that everyone was doing, but he was eating up. It was so good. That being said, his solo stage, I remember like, first of all, it was just amazing. He did this thing which he said after it was like the first time he did it, and he just like in the moment he was like, oh, this would be really good. But it was like the screen behind him was like dark, and then it would light up and you could kind of like see his like silhouette because of the screen, but it would turn off and go black again, and then you couldn't see anything. And he did it so that he was dancing on the stage when the light was on, and then it turned off. He was like on like upstairs, and he like ran down while the light turned off stage, and then he came back down to the front, so that when the light came back on, like, you know, it was like a disappearing act, like he changed location. You kind of did. I think it's because we were so close. You could, when the lights went off, we saw him like sprint for his life. Like, but then he came back on and lights came on, and I was like, I get what you did there. And he ate it up, and he said he thought about that. Like, he hadn't practiced it. He just thought this would look really good, like, while he was about to do it, which was insane. But he ate up his dance performance, and then at the end, he like finished and everyone was clapping, and he like, all I remember is he like wiggled his butt, and he was like, just remember that I'm a cute little boy. Well, he obviously didn't say that, but it was like so, like, it was, the dance was so intense, and then he just went like, and I was like, I want to put so you in my pocket. No.
The energy the whole time. Like, see, okay, this is what I've been thinking, right? I was like, I'm gonna go to P1 and I'm gonna have so much fun, and that is exactly what I did. I just had so much fun.
I don't know if it's because we were in the pit, because I was thinking about concerts that I've been to and like why P1 was just so good, but I think it was a culmination of them just being amazing performers, but also being in the pit immersed with like the jumping, and like you're so close to them, so anytime they're like whoa at the front, you're like whoa too, you know, like it really, that like energy between you and the performer, like it
seriously, it felt like a dance circle. Like at one point we were like, hey,
stop,
it was so fun, and and they were right there. They were part of the circle.
They were really like getting into the
black hole. That's what it was.
It was
black. No, because this was such a perfect like concert execution. But they start like run, because you know how it goes like the Jaws theme song. And then
they're like at the back.
They timed it so well, and then they jumped, and then there they were. And I think maybe it was even the first time that they came onto the extended stage,
so that
and
made it so much more like.
And I was like, whoa!
And it was like, it was so sudden. And then they jump into it, so they land, and then they're right in front of you, and then it's like, no, back up. It was the energy, guys. The energy. That song. There were so many songs where I just jump.
Jump went off.
Obviously.
Jump's one of those songs where it's like, yes, it's this part, and then it gets to the next part and you're like, yes, this part.
Guys, it was so good. As I told Vivi, I tried not to, I wanted to experience it with my eyes, you know, so honestly, anytime they were on the main stage, I was locked in just with my eyes. But I literally I was like, maybe I'll only do some song. As soon as they walked into that stage, I was like,
look.
But I did control myself. It wasn't the whole time.
No, I was very proud of you.
I did so well. But I'm kind of sad now because I'm like, I do want to watch it. But I saw it, and that's what I think was the best part. But we should have done that video. I said we shouldn't do it because I was like, it's not gonna work. But who was your vice before the concert? Who was your vice?
No, this is a big deal, okay? Because remember the last pod, Charisse has been talking all about maybe Theo might, bump himself up my bias list, and I was like, oh please, that's my man. Like, sure, and I was very confident that I was like, yeah, I'm just a Theo bias. And what do you know, June? It was the tables turned because, yeah, June.
Guys, June gave that concert his all.
You could tell he was having genuinely so much fun. And
that really transferred to the crowd too.
We felt it.
Guys, the interaction with the crowd is what really got me. Because we were just talking about the late night calls part, but I have this clip from when he was like standing in front of us, and he like with the crowd, he was like 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, and then we were all like late night calls, and then he went into like he was going hot. He said late night calls. And we were all just like, it was so good. Like he's just like hyping us up, and then we hype them up, Jing was having I messed up my hair, and I'm like, there we go.
Too high.
Jing was having so much fun. Like every time I saw,
he was being goofy too. Like he was like comfortable. At some point I was like, he's really comfortable. Like I was not judging, but I was like, I'm so glad you feel you can do that.
He's just he's a silly goofy boy having a fun time.
He is.
I do just want to say, actually, before we get too deep into this, I just actually want to double check that.
Yes, please. I'm really scared.
Hey guys. So slight technical difficulty in that while I was talking about how I did not record much at the P1 concert, the lack of storage at my phone because I recorded things at P1 made the cut off. And we did not realize, and we probably filmed a good 20 minutes of us. Quality footage, by the way.
So good.
It was really good. So we're going to leave in the audio, which you would have listened to by the time you hear this. But, guys, just know the video was just as fun. No, we were going to re-record it, but literally, I think solely just for us acting out, reacting out I just put Nigel in a sprinter. It was so good, guys. And we genuinely can't do that again. We can't redo that magic.
Good in a bad way. Like it was. It would have been a tough watch.
It would have. So maybe it's better that you just had that.
Yeah, maybe it's to the best.
But we thought, we can't recreate that genius. So we thought we'd just leave you guys the audio. And also just maybe end this podcast here for now. P1 part 1, ending with how Jiyoung.
P1. Bars.
Ending with how Jiyoung was the best performer ever. He was having so much fun. I think that was the recap of the end of what we were gonna say.
Yeah. Not my official bias. I'm still a Theo girl, but I have a newfound appreciation for Jiyoung.
Oh, this is kind of spicy because we're leaving on a cliffhanger. Because who is my bias after this concert? Also, we barely touched on the P1 concert in this clip, so
bit awkward. Did not even. Like, we haven't even...
we got into nothing. We said Soul and Jiyoung are good. And bye.
And same.
Anyway, so we're just gonna... You'll get the rest of it next week.
Yay.
Thanks for watching, guys.
Any questions?
Oh, yeah, if you have anything to say. Questions in general, just that you want us to answer for the pod, but also anything about our trip P1, let us know.
Thanks.
And we'll see you next week.
Bye.
Bye. Vivi's so tired. Bye.